everyone! Today we're making a dessert called Kuih Lapis or steamed layer cake. This soft, creamy and slightly chewy cake is steamed layer by layer to create a pretty striped pink and white pattern. The ingredients for this kuih is fairly simple. It's a cooking method that takes a lot of patience. First, we need to start by melting some sugar in a pot. Add in 300 grams of granulated sugar or caster sugar. Cover it with 600 ml or 600 grams of water. Next, we need 4 pandan leaves. Break the fibers like this to release more essential oils. If fresh pandan leaves are not available, pandan extract will work too, or in a pinch, vanilla extract. Tie all 4 leaves together into a tight knot. Add it to the sugar water. With the heat on medium, we want to stir until all the sugar dissolves. If you're pressed for time, you can turn off the heat as soon as the sugar has melted. But ideally, we want to heat it until the pandan leaves have softened and infuse the sugar water with its fragrance. We can turn off the heat now and let the pandan steep in the water until it's completely cool. Once the liquid is cool, take the pandan leaves out and we can pour in 400 ml of thick coconut milk or coconut cream. Using a spatula, stir the water and coconut cream together until they're homogeneous. Now let's get the dry ingredients ready. This kuih contains no wheat flour at all, so it's gluten-free and vegan too. Into a large bowl, we're going to add 150 grams of regular rice flour, not the glutinous kind. Then we need 125 grams of cornstarch and also 125 grams of tapioca starch. Lastly, add 3/4 teaspoon of salt and we can whisk all the dry ingredients well. We're going to combine the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients together in batches to prevent any large lumps from forming. Pour in a few spoons of the coconut milk and sugar mixture and whisk bit by bit. Continue until we've incorporated all the wet and dry ingredients into a loose batter like this. Next, we're going to divide the batter into 2, so we're going to need 2 bowls or 2 jugs. Place a sieve on top of one and pour the batter in. Each half is about 3 cups or 750 ml. This can also be done by weight for more accuracy. If there's any foam on the surface, use a spoon to skim it off. This will ensure your Kuih Lapis layers will come out nice and smooth. To one of the jugs, we're adding in 1 teaspoon of rose water or rose extract. Then let's drop in a few blobs of red food coloring. Stir until the color is mixed through completely with no streaks left. We're going to leave the other jug plain. For this kuih, we need a 7 by 7 inch baking tin with sharp edges like this. Ideally one with a loose bottom so we can easily release the kuih. Next, we're going to grease the tin. We want to be very thorough here and get into every nook and cranny or the kuih will stick. Okay, we can finally start the cooking process. I'm using an electric steamer, but you can also use a regular steamer or a bamboo steamer. Place the tin inside the steamer and steam it empty for about 2 minutes to heat it up. This is to ensure the batter will cook as soon as it hits the tin and won't bleed out the bottom. If you're not using a loose bottom tin, skip this step. Once it's hot, let's scoop about half a cup of the white batter first. Pour it into the tin and close the steamer. Steam for 7 minutes until a layer sets. Next, we're going to layer the pink batter over the top. Steam again for 7 minutes. Then repeat the entire process. Pour, steam, and alternate the colors as you go. The pink color should be the last layer we pour. In this size tin, we'll get about 8 to 10 layers. After the last color goes in, steam the entire cake for 20 minutes. Then retrieve it from the steamer and set it on the counter to cool completely. It will take 2 to 3 hours for the kuih to cool completely. This will help stiffen it up so it's easy to release from the mold. Before we do that, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now let's grease an offset spatula. Gently slide it over the edges to release from the pan. It should come apart easily. Unmold the kuih by pushing from the bottom. It takes a while to push it out as it's quite sticky, but once it's out, look! Perfect Kuih Lapis with clean stripes. To make the surface of the kuih shine even more, brush with the tiniest bit of oil. Place the cake on a chopping board and lift from the tin. Cut the kuih into half with a grease knife. Oops, I didn't quite cut all the way to the front. Then cut into small squares. And lastly, do the ultimate test. If we can peel the kuih layer by layer, that means it's perfectly cooked. So there you have it, Kuih Lapis. For more Malaysian kuih, watch this video next and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.